Hello, hello. Draft day, draft day. Anybody here? Niner faithful? Anybody else involved? Excited for this one? Yep, wearing glasses. I'm really blind, but hey, whatever, right? NFL draft coming up in about 10 minutes. Wanted to do an introduction here. Uh, should be a good time. Let's see if everything's good on the stream. All right, I think that's good. I think that's good right there. Uh, welcome if you're joining. Welcome, welcome. Support my channel if you're new to my channel. Talk about the 49ers all day, every week. Also talk about NFL teams in general, but 49ers all day, if you can notice on my background right here. So, yeah, should be a fun one. Hey, what's up? What's up? Echo Sky, been a long time subscriber. Appreciate you joining. Everything's going good right now. Right now it's local news for the Panthers, and yeah, I mean it's a bummer for me as a Charlotte native. The Panthers not having the number one overall pick when they could be using to invest for Bryce Young, but unfortunately they gave the farm away. And the Chicago Bears, I was looking at some of the stuff that they got. Trade. They got DJ Moore, very good receiver. They got, I think, Mooney, I believe he's an offensive lineman, really good player. And Keenan Allen, they just got him in the offseason with one of the draft picks. I mean, that's like a lot of good investment right there for the Bears. They draft Caleb Williams. I'm assuming that's going to be the top draft pick. That we'll see how he does in Chicago this year. Will there be struggles? Maybe, but they're hoping for a CJ Stroud year than a Bryce Young year. I mean, that's what every rookie quarterback strives to be when they're doing this whole draft process. You know, Bryce Young, I mean, I'm a fan of his personally, but he didn't really have a lot to go on. I mean, let me know what you guys think about the Panthers and Bryce Young. Do you think it's going to work out? I don't know. You know, for me personally, maybe I'm a pessimist in this case. I feel like the Panthers, they're going to give him talent, but it's going to be a little too late when you have to pay him a lot of money. That's just how I feel. The Panthers are in a big rebuild mode. So, yeah, it's kind of weird to talk about them right now, considering that they're not going to be playing or drafting in the first round today. But hey, you don't need first round picks. You can draft in the middle of the rounds. You look at the 49ers, they're built to draft low draft picks and they'll turn out really well. Dre Greenlaw, I don't know if you want to consider Fred Warner as a big draft pick. He's a third rounder. Jair Brown, I believe, is a third rounder as well. Brock Purdy, that's like the biggest one right there. Come on, Mr. Irrelevant. I believe the Jets have the last pick of the draft this year. We'll see if they can get a Brock Purdy. Everybody's hoping to get a Brock Purdy in the whole 253rd pick, I believe. We'll see if Robert Saleh could do something cool right there. Right now, talking about Drake May at North Carolina. Actually, he's from right down the road from me, Myers Park High School, and went to North Carolina. That's about 3 hours from Charlotte. Now he's going to be playing probably for the Washington Commanders. Maybe it depends if Jalen Daniels is going to be get drafted that high. We'll see. But a lot of quarterbacks, a lot of quarterbacks. Let's hope that it's a good quarterback class. But let's hope it's not the 2021 class where everybody flopped essentially, except Trevor Lawrence. And even Trevor Lawrence is not. He's doing kind of okay. He's good, but he's not being the guy that everyone thought he would be in terms of the top generational prospect that we all thought the next Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck. It's not really happening right now, but he's a good quarterback. But you look at the guys that they drafted 2021, Justin Fields is not there anymore. Trey Lance is not here anymore in San Francisco. Zach Wilson's not there anymore. I mean, Mac Jones is not in New England anymore. He's actually backing up Trevor Lawrence. Wow, that is crazy right there. Oh yeah, yeah. I haven't done the live stream in a while. Last year I had some issues. That's why I didn't do the live stream last year in 2023. But this year, will I make it to pick 31? I don't know because I have to work 2 in the morning. I have to work super duper early. I know that's really early, but hey, I mean, you gotta pay the bills, right? Maybe one day in a year or two, maybe this and do the podcast with Lou. Maybe it could pay the bills eventually. But for right now, gotta be a regular person, just working and doing this on the side. I know I've been kind of slacking. I'm not gonna lie to you on the uploads, but been doing a lot of things, especially this year. A lot of traveling already. I've been to Houston in February. March, I was in Atlanta, but that was just a drive. And this past month was in Denver. May going to be going to New York. And my brother's coming from Texas to visit. July, not sure. Maybe California, Southern California in August. Have a lot of family there. I wish I had more family in the Bay Area, but I have most of my family in Southern California. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Got a lot of places to travel for this year. It's a lot of fun. It can be tiring sometimes, but hey, when you want to explore the world, you got to explore the world, right? So let's see what's going on right now in Detroit. Nothing on my screen. It's gonna be a few more minutes until the draft. Oh, what was that? Oh, it's kind of weird that it's kind of cool that they're doing it in Detroit this year. I heard good things about Detroit, in terms of like trying to revitalize the area, which is good because Detroit, if you don't know, has a pretty bad reputation. But I'm hoping that they turn it around and maybe the Lions being good at football will be a good spark as well. But to have the draft, a lot of people over there. I saw the camera footage. There's a ton of people at the draft party right now. And that's good right there. NFL keeps getting popular every year. Is the machine going to stop? No. It's going to just keep getting popular and popular until maybe betting is going to be uh, a bad thing. I'm hoping not. Echo Sky, what a journey you've been. Oh, you love traveling? Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I've been getting into it. I mean, might as well. I have a lot of credit card points. I talk about it in my podcast as well. Nice plug, right? But do have a lot of credit cards that I use to travel. Travel protection is always nice. Credit card points. Depends how you use the credit card points, but I'm a basic guy. I mean, if you know the credit card game, cent per point, that kind of stuff. I don't know if I want to get too in depth about it, but used a lot of points, used a lot of benefits for the whole travel game this year. Houston used flew with Southwest, used that for that trip. Atlanta used Hyatt. If you're a credit card nerd, Hyatt's a very good, valuable hotel program. What else? Delta. I flew with my buddy. Buy one get one free companion certificate. That was pretty cool right there. Yeah, a lot of cool benefits with credit cards. But hey, if you're a credit card enthusiast, make sure you pay your bills on time and in full. If not, then it's pretty useless. And credit card debt is not fun. It's only fun if you're paying your bills on time and in full. That's when you get to reap the rewards. But if you're paying 30% interest, ugh, disgusting, right? That's not fun to do. Most of the credit card issuers are now like 20, if you have really good credit, to 30%, which is awful right there. All right, so draft time, draft time, draft time. Who are some other top picks for this year? Jalen Daniels from LSU, Drake May from North Carolina. Who else? I don't know off the top of my head, but I wouldn't be surprised if a team trades up to try to get a quarterback. The Raiders, I'm hearing the Raiders might try to get Jalen Daniels, Antonio Pierce. They have a relationship, so that's be interesting if they do that. But so far, let me pull up the draft board right now. NFL Draft 2024. Let me see what's going on. I think. Let me see who has the first pick. We know Chicago has the number one overall pick. Adam Peters right there. New England Patriots, Arizona Cardinals, LA Chargers. Jim Harbaugh right there. The New York Giants, Titans, Falcons, Bears. Uh, a lot of them can draft quarterbacks. I mean, let me see who you got right now. The Bears are drafting a quarterback. The Commanders are probably drafting one. The Patriots, most likely. Um, the Giants depends. I mean, they have Daniel Jones, but I'm not sure if they're gonna be going with that route. Who else? The Titans, no, they got Will Levis. He's actually not too bad. Atlanta Falcons, they have Kirk Cousins, so they're probably not going to buy on the quarterback. The Bears, they can use that pick to trade down or do something like that. The Jets, they have Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if they're going to be thinking that long term. That might piss them off if you draft the quarterback number 10 overall, but they have other needs. I would try to do something else. The Vikings, maybe, I mean, they have our guy Sam Darnold over there. The Denver Broncos, yeah, probably they have to get a quarterback because Russell Wilson's not there anymore, and they got another Wilson. His name is Zach Wilson. The Raiders, they could use a quarterback as well. Jimmy Garoppolo's not there anymore. I mean, guys, it's such a bummer with Jimmy Garoppolo and the Raiders. I know we all are not the biggest Raider fans, but it just sucks that he didn't play well in with the Raiders, and then he had a whole suspension thing near the end of the season. Hey, I mean, we all in San Francisco, we love some Jimmy G, but I talked to a lot of Raider fans, and they hate Jimmy G. And do I blame him at all? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I feel their pain, and I'm hoping Jimmy Ware. Is he even signed with the team right now? I'm not 100% actually. Oh, he's for the Rams. I forgot. I made a YouTube shorts about that. That's crazy. I think Carson Wentz Jimmy Garoppolo are there right now. What a big star-studded lineup right there for all quarterbacks. All right, what's next? One more minute. Yay, the draft. Yay, 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 yay. All right, let's see. Seattle, 16th pick. Anybody else? The 31st pick, that is a long time from now. Unless the 49ers trade up, which I don't believe they will. They do have some assets. They have 10 draft picks this year in 2024. They could take advantage of it, but I believe they stay put. And it'd be very surprising if they draft a receiver. Some people are thinking that we might draft a receiver to try to replace Brandon Ayuk, but I don't think so. I think they're going to go offensive lineman, and that's a bigger need in my opinion. I think you can find a receiver later on in the draft in my opinion, with 31st overall pick. But hey, John Lynch knows what John Lynch knows. Game Boy Sleepy, what's up? Longtime subscriber. Hope you're doing well. The draft is coming up. It's 8 o'clock right now. It might take a while to the Bears pick Caleb Williams. I mean, they might just put the pick overall. Boom, number one pick Caleb Williams. That's just a foregone conclusion right there. But hey, the draft it's always a fun time. It's always a spectacle. The NFL does a really good job at marketing everything. I mean, from the draft to free agency to the combine, everything is an event, which is good. I mean, it gets more people eyeballs and to the sport of football. Football is an amazing sport, my favorite sport for all of eternity. I mean, basketball. I used to like basketball, but I think basketball is kind of boring right now. I mean, actually, my favorite time during basketball was when LeBron was with the Miami Heat. I don't know, just in recent years, it's just been. Ugh. I don't know how you feel about basketball, but I'm just not really feeling it right now. Let me see. They got the draft coverage right now. Apparently, Roger Goodell just got shoulder surgery, so people are not going to be hugging him. I mean, I wouldn't want to be hugged if I just got out of surgery. Hey, it's Nick Saban for from Alabama. But I'm watching this on ABC right now. I wish I could show you footage, but hey, I don't want to get copyright issues, right? Let's see. Uh, what are we looking at? What are we looking at? Looking at other draft picks. Let's look at the other 49er draft picks that they have for the rest of the time. They have a second round pick that's the very late second round pick, 63rd overall. They have the 94th pick. They have the 124th pick. They got a pick in every single round. But I believe this is. I think I said this in my previous video, but I believe this is their first round pick since 2021 when they drafted Trey Lance, I believe. And in 2022, 2023, we didn't have one because we gave that to the Miami Dolphins. And actually, I think the Dolphins did a pretty good job with those draft picks. Um, with the players that they got. So good for them. But hey, I mean, 20 years from now, people are gonna be like, "What'd you do in the 2020s?" I'll just say we traded up for Brock Purdy. That's what I tell people. We got Brock Purdy. Hey, it's Marvin Harrison Jr. He's like the first non-quarterback to be probably taken. Dad, Marvin Harrison, pretty famous guy for the Colts. Let me see, Malik Neighbors for LSU. Let me see who else is on this right now. All right, come on, let's get this started. Come on, I'm seeing it right now. Is he joining the field? Nope, not yet. Nope. Commercial. We gotta do some sponsorships and commercials. If hopefully not too many ads are playing on this. I do have a little bit of ads playing if it does happen during the live stream. But hey, I gotta pay the bills, right? Just a little bit. But let's see. Let me see what you guys have to say right here. Echo, the reason why Jimmy was terrible was because he was surrounded by overhyped Coach McDaniels. I mean, honestly, he wasn't even a coach. I don't know what he was. He was more like a bratty uh, drama queen than the actual coach. I don't know what went wrong, honestly. I mean, I guess when you're with Bill Belichick, it covers a lot of your problems. But when you're outside of it, second time actually, he duped another team. He duped the Broncos, and now he duped the Raiders. And do I feel sympathy for the Raiders? Probably not, because they probably should have known what was going on with McDaniels in Denver. But that was 10 years ago, so I understand taking a chance on him again. But it just didn't work out. Uh, Maybe the Raiders would be good. I mean, Antonio Priest, I think the players are buying into his program, which is good right there. I believe that they're going to be playing hard for him, and we'll see if it's a long-term success. Mark Davis didn't want to make the mistake of having a good guy in the whole, what was it? the whole situation with the whole year and then get rid of him. That's what they did with Rich Bisaccia, and they suffered for a year or two. They got punished with Josh McDaniels, but now he's doing pretty good for them right now. But hey, it's only a few games. You always look good for a few games, and then next year they have tape on you, and we'll really find out how good of a coach that Mr. Antonio Pierce is. He's a great player for the Giants. Won the Super Bowl in 2007. All right, let's see. Let's see. Joel, what's up? What's up? Long-time subscriber as well. Draft, come on. We're all waiting for it right now. They said the wait is over. Yep. Yep. Let me see. Look at the 49ers history with John Lynch. What was the best draft pick? Maybe Brock Purdy. I know that's kind of what is it? Recency bias, but hey, when you need a quarterback in the NFL, we finally got one. Happy for them. The worst draft pick, I don't know what the worst draft pick was. I'd say the most disappointing was probably, I guess Trey Lance. I mean, I wish it would have worked out. Could it have worked out? Maybe, but I don't know. I think the way he was playing and the way he always got hurt, it probably wouldn't have worked out. Unfortunately, he showed flashes of greatness. I would say, anybody can show flashes of greatness, but consistently, he just always got hurt at the wrong time. I really wish, man. Dang, man, gave up a lot of draft picks for him, and I was really high on the hype train. I don't know if Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch were listening to my channel at that time, probably not. But to take the guy, you got Jimmy Garoppolo for another year or two, put him in, mature him, and hopefully he could be great. Didn't work out. Another disappointing one. Reuben Foster, you guys remember him? I think John Lynch's first draft, very talented, but got into a lot of trouble. Hope he's doing all right now. But yeah, that was a big bummer right there because he had a great rookie year at that time. Solomon Thomas, disappointing as well. I thought he was going to be a beast for us, but that didn't work out too. So the 49ers have had some misses as well, but they've had a lot of hits as well. But in the first round, they've honestly had more misses than hits for the draft. Javon Kinlaw, I mean, he was great, but at the same time, I don't know. Like he was hurt a lot too. But the only good guys I could think of are Brendan Ayuk and Nick Bosa in the first round. So really, the 49ers don't really do a good job in the first round. They usually get their late draft picks or undrafted players. That's where the majority of the roster is right now, or trade like Christian McCaffrey. So I don't want to put too much stock into the whole what was it, first round pick, but since it gets a lot of hype, a lot of talk, that it's I guess an important part. But at the same time, the 49ers got a very late draft pick, so if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. Oh, I'll tell you what the worst draft pick is of all time. AJ Jenkins in 2012. Man, that was just awful because he didn't even get a catch for the 49ers. That's how disappointing that pick was. I think that was the year they were coming off the Super Bowl loss against the Ravens, and they needed some help on receiver at that time. And yeah, that just didn't work out at all. That was a big bomb pick. I think that was the worst pick in NFL history just because he didn't play for the 49ers that much. I think he played maybe one or two games in his whole career with the 49ers. Then they traded him for the Chiefs, and they got him, and we got John Baldwin, who as much was a big disappointment for the Chiefs too. So we both lost that trade, both the 49ers and the Chiefs at that time. So yeah, I think that's the worst pick of all time. I mean, there's been other draft busts for the 49ers, but at least they've been able to play a few games. But the fact that AJ wasn't able to do anything. Hey, there's Roger Goodell. I don't know if you guys are going to be. Oh, there's Eminem. What in the world is he doing? I mean, he's a Detroit guy, so I can see him being a big Lions fan. That's good right there. He's finally happy now that the Lions are pretty good, and there's been a big theory. I know it's just an outlandish one, but the 49ers had to sold their soul in the NFC Championship game when they were down by a lot against the Lions in order to win that game, and then they had to make it up by losing the Super Bowl to the Chiefs. I hope that's not a true theory, but yeah, that was a big bummer right there. I mean, that Super Bowl loss. Ugh, why? Super Bowl 58. It was terrible at the end because I mean to like when I think who got the touchdown? I forgot who got the touchdown off the top of my head, but Hardman when Hardman got the touchdown, I froze for like a minute. I wanted to process if that was true. They won the Super Bowl, and they did win the Super Bowl. I don't know how it was just a bad feeling. Let me see. Eminem trying to hype up the Detroit crowd. That's cool right there. Yeah, the Lions. But there's Jared Goff. I think Is that St. Brown? I believe that's St. Brown, the highest paid receiver in the NFL right now. That's crazy right there. Maybe they should have paid Brandon Ayuk quickly as much as possible. Now the market's going up even more. So hopefully the 49ers are being very proactive and getting all these big contracts out of the way. They have to. I mean, it's just unavoidable right there. Let me see what you got. Echo Sky, Trey Lance ended up being bad timing, wasn't good enough to make his prime. Yep, I completely agree right there. Just wrong place at the wrong time, honestly. With Jimmy Garoppolo still playing pretty good and Brock Purdy emerging, that's just that just sucks right there for him. Let me see. Oh, they got Aiden Hutchinson. There we go. Calvin Johnson, Barry Sanders, legends right there. I never watched Barry Sanders play. I was too young. I don't think I was born when he was playing. I was born '96, but I think Barry had like another year or two, then he retired unexpectedly at that time. Calvin Johnson, big legend. He did have beef with the Lions after he retired, but then now they're in good graces. Good right there. That's good. And he's treated as a Lions legend. But hey, it's really good to see the Lions. It's good to see the Lions playing really good football. Rooting for them big time. Dan Campbell got them in the right program. I never thought that the Lions were going to ever be this good as they were last year in 2023. But unfortunately, they had to play us, and I was not going to be not rooting for the 49ers. Always going to be rooting for the 49ers any day of the week. Whether we played them, we played the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh, D'Amico Ryans, and the Texans. I'm rooting for the 49ers any day of the week. All right, come on, come on. Let's see, Cal. Lot boo, yeah, of course they're gonna boo him. I don't know, I will say, sports betting, not my favorite thing. Not my favorite thing for the NFL. I think it's gonna be a long term, not a great thing. I don't want this to be a sport where it's like boxing where everything's fixed. Hopefully not. I'm hoping that the games still stay legit, and we're hoping that the games keep going the way it is without any shadiness. That's all I gotta say. Let me see. Game Boy Sleepy. Barry carried it. Yep, yep. I saw a football life on NFL Network. Yep, I could see him carrying the team. I think he had 1,000 yard rushing every single year that he was with the Lions. That is insane right there. And he had a 2,000 yard rushing season. Carried the Lions to the NFC Championship game. The draft is opening. The Chicago Bears. Uh, I think they might run the clock out, honestly. I think they're gonna try to, um I think they're gonna run the clock out, see if they can get a trade, but I don't think they're gonna get a trade. I mean, they already made up their mind. Nothing more, nothing less. Just draft Caleb Williams and call it a day. Let me see. The Bears teams need edge rusher, offensive line, wide receiver. No, they need a quarterback. Justin Fields not there anymore. I don't know. It would have been interesting to see if Justin Fields could still stay with the Bears, but I guess they wanted to move on a direction. They already saw enough right there. Let's see. Number 1, 2, and 3, 1971. 1999. Oh god, Tim Couch, Donovan McNabb, he was pretty good. Achilles Smith, man, that is 1 and 3 was terrible. 2021, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance. Oh god, that's terrible right there too. Ugh. I'm watching this on ESPN. I don't know if they have this on NFL Network. I believe they do, but I'm watching this on ABC because who has cable TV today, right? I hope not too many people because cable is actually still kind of expensive, even with all the streaming services that they have right now. There's Nick Saban, man, the legend himself. I guess in college football. But what if the Bears just troll everybody and like they just pick like Janie Daniels or Drake May or something like that? That'd be kind of funny right there. Let me see. Some teams can make a reach pick. Yep, that is completely true. Every team has their reach picks. I think the perfect example was with Mike Mayock with the Raiders when he overdrafted for uh Alex Leatherwood. I remember that. That was a few years ago. He was an offensive lineman for Alabama. That was just a huge uh, reach right there. Clean Farrell, he was a reach as well at that time. He was playing for the 49ers. I believe he plays for the Commanders now. Great role player, but got to move on to greener pastures. But I think he got hurt during the playoff run, so he wasn't able to play that much in the playoffs. But hey, the Chris uh, Chris Craig and now Nick Sorensen, they can find some great defensive linemen and make them into great role players or big starters. That's the good thing about the 49ers defensive line. It's like a school program, honestly. It's like a what is it called? What do you call when you just have a good rotational program for college? That's what they have with the defensive linemen, defensive line university. Let me see. Raiders have made worse draft picks. Yeah, totally. I mean, you look at a few years ago, unfortunately, with the Henry Ruggs and Arnett situation, both of them, that was just bad right there. And I mean, real life situations, god damn. And you see Rashid Rice for the Kansas City Chiefs. Apparently, he didn't learn from Henry Ruggs about the whole drinking and driving or just speeding at 100 plus miles an hour on the street. I don't know why these athletes are doing this kind of stuff. It's just ridiculous, honestly. That I mean, even after the Ruggs situation, players are still doing that kind of stuff. It's dangerous, man. Stupid and dangerous and reckless and waste of time, waste of money. Come on, really? It's not worth it, man. Not worth doing that kind of stuff. And I'm hoping that teams and players, or even coaches and personnel, heed the Henry Ruggs warning. You guys know him from the Raiders. Just a terrible situation. Covered it a few years ago when it happened. I believe he's in prison right now, 3 to 10 years. And he had a really bright future with the Raiders. He was actually coming along with them, but he had to do a very terrible mistake. And rest in peace to the victim and her dog as well. They both passed away in that fiery accident. Yeah, it was a terrible situation. So I'm hoping we never had that kind of incident again with any players or anybody in general. But hey, what can I do, right? Let me see. Yeah, let's draft Marvin Harrison Jr., but I mean they need a quarterback. Come on, man. They're not gonna get any. Come on, Bears. You're not gonna get any trade ups or anything like that. I mean, you had to ask like a king's ransom for that number one pick. I'm pretty sure the Bears, they've had some talks with that number one overall pick, but when they got rid of Justin Fields, that was it right there. They were gonna get Caleb Williams. Uh, let's see what's going on. Oh yeah, Nick Saban, since he's doing analyst, he's not a coach for the Crimson Tide anymore. Belichick as well. I feel like they both retired at the same time, and they were like, "Hey, let's just go right up the sunset and just enjoy retirement life." And honestly, they should, both of them. I believe Belichick wants to come back next year in 2025, but hey, just chill right now. Apparently, he's going to be on the Peyton Manning, Eli Manning Monday Night Football stream, which is pretty cool right there. I mean, those two are very entertaining. I don't have ESPN too, so unfortunately, I have to watch a lot of the Troy Aikman and Joe Buck, which I don't hate them personally, but I rather watch Peyton Manning, Eli Manning because they're way more entertaining. I watched the one a few years ago when the 49ers played the Rams on Monday Night Football. That was a lot of fun when they both were there, um, commentating the whole game. I always want to do that this year. What do you guys think? Should I do that kind of stuff, like live stream the game? I seen that Bravo Sports. Shout out to him. He does that, but I don't know. I do a Discord call with some people in California, so that's why I don't really do live streaming during the games. So, if you guys want me to do it, I'm down for it. I'm gonna see if anybody wants to join that big time. Let's see. There's no more than 9 minutes. The pick is in. Yeah, we know. Yeah. We know. We know. All right. Let's see. Anybody still here? Welcome to my channel. Definitely. If you're new to my channel, definitely subscribe. That's always appreciative. I know for a lot of you guys, long-term subscribers, I say that all the time, but hey, I mean, you gotta go to the channel as much as possible. It always helps. Everyone says the YouTube algorithm. Yes, it does help as well. The likes, even the dislikes, but preferably likes, commenting. That always helps big time. And I'm just trying to find a balance between my podcast, traveling more, and this channel as well. Maybe I'll try to do an upload like twice or 3 times a week. I gotta have make a schedule. I really gotta put on my calendars on my iPad and my iPhone, my computer. Well, I don't have an iPad, but my MacBook, which I'm using right now, and my phone. I really gotta have a schedule for having uploads out. Definitely love doing top 3 videos. Those are my favorite of all time. I get a lot of views from that. For the most part, prediction videos. I love doing prediction videos for the whole year. It's always nice to try to see if you look smart or look dumb, but for the most part, it's for entertainment purposes. What else? What else on my channel? The draft, as always, always popular time. Um, all right, let's see. They're gonna report the pick already. We already know. They might as well just get his jersey ready. They might as well. have him ready at the hallway leading up to the stage, get the big jersey, and call it a day. But hey, there might be a surprise, but I don't believe so. It's a foregone conclusion. There you go. There's Roger. All right, let's see what they're going to say right here, right now. There you go. What if that was a big swerve right there? That's good for him. That's good for him. Hopefully he does well in Chicago. I don't believe we play the Bears this year. Let me see if we do. We actually do. We play at home in San Francisco. Yes, we do. We get a chance to see him this year in 2024. That's gonna be very exciting to see if he can live up to the hype. As I said, hopefully he has more of a CJ Stroud year than a Bryce Young year, but he has really good talent around him. I think they can have a great year. Will they win the Super Bowl? Definitely not. But hey, if they can make at least make the playoffs, that would be a big success right there. Yep, Caleb Williams is a Chicago Bear. Good for him. Good for him. Number two, it might get a little wonky with the quarterbacks in terms of who they want, but I believe it's going to be Jalen Daniels or Drake May. I think so. I think there's other quarterbacks as well, but really the big prospects that the Bears are not on the clock. What are they talking about? The Bears are not on the clock. Washington's on the clock. Dang it! Oh my god, whoever's doing like the animation on ESPN right now is doing a terrible job. I don't know. Do you guys watch a lot of college football? I'm not really the biggest fan of college football. I don't know. Just never really got into it. And plus Saturdays, I'm usually out and about with my life. So I do watch it a little bit in terms of like trying to see who's the top prospects for each coming NFL draft. But for the most part, no, I don't like from like the first half of the year. I definitely don't really care who wins and loses the national championship. I guess I'm an NC State fan because I went to school there. I was rooting for Michigan last year. Then luckily they won the national championship with Jim Harbaugh. Congrats to him. But I guess I root for NC State now. Jim Harbaugh's not there anymore, so I don't really care as much about Michigan as I usually do. All right, the Commanders, the pick is in, so I'm assuming it's gonna be. Oh damn, I don't know which one. Oh, there's still 5 minutes left in the draft. All right, let's see. So currently, right now, at my time, it's 8:21 p.m. I'll see how long I'm going to do the stream. Hopefully for a little bit longer, but definitely won't be to the 31st. But that's a little too late for me. I have to, as I said, work 2 in the morning, 2 a.m. Eastern time, so already running a little bit low sleep. But hey, anything for the NFL. Anytime that I have to watch a Sunday night game, if I'm have to work that day, the next morning, then I'm gonna be committing the whole time. I think there was one game. There was two games. The Thanksgiving game against Seattle, we won that game luckily, but the Christmas game against Baltimore, that was traumatizing for me. I mean, we looked absolutely awful that game. I think you guys remember that one, that Christmas night game where we got smoked by the Ravens defense. I mean, Brock Purdy turned the ball over like 4 or 5 times in that game. Even Sam Darnold turned the ball over once near the end of the game. That was just a game to forget right there. And I'm glad they 49ers were able to recover for that because some teams do not recover from that kind of terrible performance right there. And it's good to have a bad performance in terms of like being able to rebound and have some adversity because sometimes as much as losing is bad, losing can be a good thing in terms of the long term future and to see how that feeling's like in the regular season than losing in the playoff game or in our case lose the Super Bowl, right? We're gonna win the Super Bowl eventually. I don't know when. I really don't know. I'm hoping it's next year in 2024. Well, the sports comparison is we're the Boston Celtics right now. Like a lot of championship wins, a lot of great victories, but at the same time, not being able to um what is it? Not being able to close the game off. That's a big bummer right there. All right, so who's gonna be next? Are we gonna be seeing the Commanders? Who are they picking? Who are they picking? Let me see what's going on. I got my phone right here. Let's see if there's any updates right now. Uh, let's see. Good, 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 good. Just checking on my phone what's going on right now. Oh yeah, actually I got the YouTube Studio app. You guys, 2 years ago, 2021 was the last time I did a live draft party. Hopefully to do more in the next few years. I gotta start asking off work for Friday because of the draft. Let's see. Let's see. Is the pick not in yet? Come on. I feel like we should be doing like a rapid fire. Come on. Draft this. Draft that. Draft who. Draft whom. To get my hat upside down. There we go. NFL. Yay. NFL draft. Yay. 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 Let's see. No. Do I want to share this? Oh, why not? Let me see. No, that's good right there. All right, 2 more minutes until the next person. Who is getting us drafted? Yep, I'm tired of losing too. Commanders need a quarterback, definitely. They're taking unless they want to take Marvin Harrison Jr., but a quarterback right now, unless they really believe in Sam Howell, which he's a good short term guy, but all season long. But actually, he wasn't too terrible. They did fire Eric Bieniemy, which was a little bit of a shocker. I don't know. There's actually a lot of hate with Eric. I don't know how you guys feel about him as an OC, but he's currently in college right now at UCLA. Maybe he get another opportunity in the NFL soon, but I don't know. That's we'll see. Let's see. Tiga Kale, what's up? What's up? How you doing? What will be the Niners' must draft position? I'd say offensive lineman definitely. That is absolutely a big need. I keep saying, the Super Bowl and all year long in 2023. I mean, Brock had some good protections, but at the same time, he's had a lot of issues, especially when Trent Williams goes out for an injury or something like that. Man, the 49ers offensive line just struggles big time. So we really need somebody that can hold the line just for a few seconds longer to give it to the guys that you need to for Brock to give it to Ayuk, Debo, assuming they're on the team, and Christian McCaffrey, all those guys, Juwan Jennings. I think Jennings is going to have a big year in 2024. They're going to be using him a lot. They should honestly. I mean, they're in Juwan. That he does live up to the expectations. Yeah, a really good Super Bowl performance. He would have been my Super Bowl MVP for the Super Bowl if we would have won that one. All right, Washington, the pick is in. Let's see what they're picking. Jalen Daniels, yep, yep. Not too surprising. I mean, quarterback. New England, are they going to draft Drake May? Maybe, or are they going to go with the best player available, which is Marvin Harrison Jr. in my opinion. But um, they do need a quarterback because Mac Jones is currently not there, unless they believe in Bailey Zappi. That's all I'm gonna say. But Zappi's actually not too terrible. I think he's a decent quarterback for an NFL team. I mean, he's shown that he can play football. I thought he played much better than Mac Jones for the past year or two now. A lot of New England fans are on the Bailey Zappi train, so we'll see what they do with it. But maybe I wouldn't be surprised if they take a quarterback. But assuming New England doesn't take um, Marvin Harrison Jr., he'll probably go to Arizona, which is going to be a pain in the butt for us. I mean, we have to deal with a lot of good receivers now. I mean, we have Seattle, Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf. They're always a threat, even though DK's been kind of struggling against us. The Rams, they have Cooper Cup. He's not 100%, but he's still Cooper Cup every day. Puka Nakua, man, he is a big thorn. He will be a big thorn for the 49ers for the next few years. That's going to be pretty annoying. Arizona, is Hollywood Brown still there? I think he was hurt, but I think he played the second half of the year. They'll be making good moves too, and they played a competitive game with us, and it actually did a favor for us to beat the Eagles, so we can get the number one seed. So I do credit the Cardinals for doing that big time, for being able to get a big upset win. Jalen Daniels, that is Jaden Daniels. I keep calling him Jalen. Jaden Daniels. There we go. That's good for them. Good for them. Hopefully, Adam Peters, wish them luck. They made this pick, and I think it'll turn out pretty good. Hopefully, they've had a lot of quarterback problems too. You talk about the Raiders, you talk about the Browns. Everybody kind of forgets about Washington, but with new ownership, new regime, we're hoping it's a brand new day, a brand new change for them. And yeah, just hope for the best. I mean, I always hope for the best for every team, but as long as they're not playing the 49ers, then I could root for them any day of the week. But if they're playing the 49ers, I do not want them to beat the 49ers at all. All right, New England's next. Let's see. Well, back in the day, I remember years ago, the draft used to be like 13 to 15 minutes long for the first round, but now it's down to 10 minutes, which is reasonable right there. I mean, I mean, you've had all season long, all offseason to think of who you want in the first round or make any transactions during the morning. I mean, it's not what the big executives get paid for to find out who they want in the draft. You want somebody really that badly, you trade up. You like the guy have with your current pick, keep him. I mean that's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, hey, it's a full-time job, right? Being a executive in the NFL. Actually, that was the part. If I ever wanted to be in the NFL in terms of like being part of a team, I definitely want to be part of the team building part, which is the drafts and everything like that, like a general manager type executive. Coaching would have been fun, but I don't know. I'm not really good at X's and O's. I think I'd be pretty annoyed, honestly. So I think being an executive would be a good balance between football knowledge and being able to build your team based on what scheme you're running. I think that's a pretty cool part of the business. But the pick is in for New England. Don't know yet. They're doing a couple of interviews. I think that's Daniels' parents, which is they should be proud. Definitely hard work. I don't know if any of us ever played uh, athletic sports in high school or in college. It's hard. It looks hard. I'm definitely not bad at it. I'm definitely not good at it. I'm sorry. I'm definitely not good at it. I mean, I guess I'd be playing a little bit of college ball or pro sports or anything like that if I was actually good, but I suck at it, and maybe that's why I'm on the microphone right now talking to you guys right now because I can't do anything with any sports because, yeah, look at my strong muscles, right? All right, let's see. Come on. All right, pick is in. Pick is in. We are streaming right now for 40 plus minutes. Wow, it's crazy right there. Crazy. I don't know I think the 2021 or the first draft one I ever did was like 2 hours long. So I don't know if I could top that off, especially with working early in the morning. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna try to make it to at least the top 10 pick, and then I'll have the video out tomorrow in like the or early afternoon talking about who we drafted with the 31st overall pick. Unless they have a miracle and they trade up, which I don't think that's gonna be happening at all. John Lynch and company will just keep it the way it is with that pick and draft their best player on their board. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Enjoy the moment. Really. If you're an athlete, enjoy the moment. Let's see, fourth quarterback selected in the common draft here with LSU, Joe Burrow. Very good right there. I think Jamarcus Russell too. Oh God. The Raiders, right? You guys make fun of the Raiders. You talk about Jamarcus Russell. Very lazy. I heard that was the big issue with him was laziness. Not committing to his craft and being overweight, asking for a lot of money. I think he held out a little bit for his first contract because at that time they didn't have a preset money contract for rookies. You could just ask for whatever you want. And I think ever since Jamarcus Russell and other players like that beg draft bust, they put a cap on rookie contracts. Let's see who's New England going to be picking. All right, the pick is in. Roger Goodell, our favorite man, right, is going to be getting him. Yep, I'm happy for Jalen Daniels and Jaden Daniels. Drake May. Oh, there you go. Another three quarterback in a row right there. Going going to going to the Patriots. So that's going to be Mac Jones' replacement right there. Good luck to him. They have a lot of work to do, but I think Gerard Mayo is going to be a great coach for them. They've planned this for a very, very long time. I mean, they probably had him as the head coach in their mind for like the past maybe 3 or 4 years. Honestly, a very good plan succession right there. That's good for the Patriots, and best of luck to them. Hey, the Patriots know the dark times now. Let me see. TK. I hope my Seahawks pick Michael Penix. Oh, that'd be a good pick too. I mean, Geno Smith. I don't know how you feel about him. I like him personally, but he's kind of like an Alex Smith guy, like game manager. He can make plays, but he's more of a game manager, which is nothing wrong with that. But I guess if you want to go over the hump, then you really have to have a guy that makes a big difference. And don't mean to be biased, but got to pick my boy Brock Purdy. He can make plays big time. So we'll see. Let's see. Yep, Echo. Yep, Drake May's going to New England. Actually, if you guys want to give me a second, um, I'm gonna be texting some New England fans. I do have a lot of New England fans uh, on my phone. Let me see. I got a few more guys. Hey, we'll see, we'll see. Well, building a team. Look, I don't know much about building an NFL team, but I feel like you have to have good players around before you draft a quarterback. A lot of people want to draft a quarterback immediately, like the Panthers, and have no assets, especially them having to give up a lot of assets and hope that he can make something happen. Which I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of expectations, but at the same time, you have to have some good talent, a little bit, just a little bit, and uh, Carolina. Let me see. My guy was like, he wanted Daniels, but Washington beat you to it. Take Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean, I feel like the first few picks this year are a little bit easier to kind of decipher on who's going where, which is pretty interesting right there. Where is the draft? Where is the draft? 2024. Let me see what happened in 2020. Let me see what happened in 2023. Oh yeah, no surprise at all. Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson. Yeah, the Texans, D'Amico Ryans, man, they hit home last year, definitely with CJ and Anderson. They're really good players. I mean, I don't know how they hit that good. They did a great job on it, big time, and hoping the best of luck for the Texans any day of the week. If the 49ers are having a downer year, which I don't believe they will, but if they are, I'm definitely rooting for the Texans. I don't know, like Jim Harbaugh versus D'Amico Ryans, who to root for more? Man, that'd be tough. If they ever have to meet up, I don't believe they played this year together in the regular season. Let me see if the Texans play the Chargers, but they actually do not. They do not. But if they meet up in the playoffs, then that'd be kind of tough on who I want to win a playoff game. But might have to go with. Wow, that's really tough. I hope to not get in that situation where we have to pick one to win a playoff game between those two. All right, Arizona. The pick is in. Let's see. Let's see what they're gonna do. They're on the come up. They did struggle a little bit, but they had a really good second half of the year. But hey, you have to start off really well early on in order to be good. Yep. Drake May's going to New England. Yep. All right. Let's see what's going on. I always wanted to go to Phoenix. I don't know if you guys ever been to Phoenix, Arizona, or Tucson, whatever that's called. I've always wanted to see what they have over there. I know I'm kind of a coaster enthusiast. I don't know if you guys are as well. They do have a Mattel Park opening there where the Cardinals play in Glendale, which is pretty cool right there. Maybe one day I'll take a trip there, but I don't know if it's open yet. I believe it's open at the end of the year, not this year. So maybe next year I'll take a trip to Phoenix. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. My guy is texting me. Washington beat you to it. Let me see. New England going to be winning like 10 games this year? Probably not, but all right, let's see. All right, Arizona, division rival. Who you picking? Who are you picking? I think Rogers walking back. San Francisco, 34. All right, let's see. Oh, you heard it, guys. Marvin Harrison Jr. My God, that's gonna be kind of annoying. Gave Kyler Murray an extra weapon. Although I'm always not the biggest Kyler Murray fan. A lot, some people want to have their hopes high on him, but I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel. Hey, that's his coach. That's his coach right there. But Marvin Harrison Jr., another guy that we have to deal with. But hey, hoping for the best for him definitely when he's not playing the 49ers. As I said, his dad, Marvin Harrison, a beast for the Indianapolis Colts. very good for Peyton Manning. Great tandem right there. He did have the record for the most receptions, I believe, in 2003, 2004, and then Michael Thomas broke it from New Orleans like 10 years later. So yeah, circle of life right there. That's fantastic to see right there. A lot of uh kids and their fathers. It's a father son thing this year. Yeah, Marvin Harrison, Frank Gore, Jerry Rice. I believe T.O. as well. I mean, that's just really cool right there. So we'll see if he lives up to the expectations. I believe he will. I mean, I'm pretty sure Marvin Harrison's helped him a lot, definitely. Wow. Very cool right there. Very cool. Let me see if Marvin Harrison went to Ohio State too. I don't know if he did. Marvin Harrison. He went to Syracuse. Syracuse. Let's see. Marvin Harrison Jr. drafted. Oh, there he is. All right. Los Angeles Chargers. Jim Harbaugh. Who are they going to be picking? What did they need help with? I believe defense. They suck on defense. Yep. T. Yep. Oh shoot. I know. I know. I know. You're a Seahawk fan, so you have to deal with him too, which is gonna be fun. Really, a lot of fun to deal with him if you're a defense. But let's see what Jim Harbaugh does with their pick, number 5 overall. But defense, Brandon Staley, they were absolutely awful last year. They need some help on defense anyway. Their offense is in pretty good shape, even with the loss of Keenan Allen. But their receivers are kind of aging, so they might be able to go with the receiver too. For them, if I'm the Chargers, so either receiver or defensive player. All right, let's see. Let's see. Dang, good highlights. Good highlights. I saw him during the Michigan game. I believe he had a decent game, but I didn't. I don't really. I didn't watch this whole season at Ohio State. All right, a few more minutes, and then we have uh we have him going somewhere. 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes. Let me see if there's any news on the 49ers. I don't believe there's anything right now. Let's see. I don't hear anything. There's rumors about Debo and Brandon, but I don't believe it's any talk now. Uh, Game Boy Sleepy, we got to guard that guy twice a year. Yeah, exactly. I know. Everybody has receivers now in the NFC West. That's going to be a lot of fun. My apologies right there. And our quarterbacks, they're really good, but sometimes they can let some things happen, pass interferences. It happens with the 49ers DB, but hopefully, Mooney Ward has another great year like he did this past year because he was a beast. A lot of pass deflections, a lot of targets to him, but he was able to hold down the fort for the most part. And got to give credit to him. Lenore going to nickel, that was a great move right there. Ambry Thomas, he has his ups and downs, but I still try to believe him as a player. Who else? Uh, Isaiah Oliver, he is what is it? He was not great. He had that one good game against the Rams early on in the year, but other than that, he kind of fell off and got burned quite a bit in that one. Let's see, Echo Sky. Yep, Marvin Harrison Jr. We'll see if he has a good time in Arizona, which I believe They will. I believe he will. Be- Uh, they had a decent offense when Kyle Murray was on the field, but that should be a good help with him. Let me see Cardinals. The Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals. Let's see current. Let's see last season. All right. La, 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 la. Look who they have. Oh yeah, they have Michael Wilson. He's pretty good. James Conner. He's still. I believe he's still going. Man, that's. Oh, he's only 28 years old. Wow, he's still really young. Let's see. Game Boy Sleepy. Yep. Jim Harbaugh. Let's see what he does with that number 5 overall pick. It's funny because we talk crap about Brandon Staley, but yeah, he's with us right now. He's the assistant head coach for the 49ers, and he's an assistant to Sorensen, uh, the defensive coordinator for us. So hopefully he has a good influence, and he was a pretty good coordinator with the Rams. But honestly, with that year that he had before he took, I think any of us could be the defensive coordinator for the Rams and just let Aaron Donald and them do all the work big time. So I don't know. But this is a pretty talented defense. Hopefully, he can make good things happen. But we'll see. All right, the Chargers pick is in. Let's see who are they going to be drafting. Oh no, I don't want to watch any playoff football. I really don't. All right, let's see what they're gonna do with the Chargers pick. All right, it's back. It's back right now, and either receiver or defensive player. That's who I believe that they're gonna go with. Oh yeah, they have another couple of quarterbacks. They have Michael Penix. They also have Justin Herbert. His name is Bo Nix. Well, I call him Justin Herbert because he went to Oregon too. Just like Drake Bay, he reminds me of Mitch Trubisky, but hopefully he doesn't play like Mitch Trubisky. All right, let's go. Where is the headman? There. Where is Jim Harbaugh? There's Jim. They already made the move. I think they made the call already to whoever they drafted. Man, these oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys are watching on ESPN, but that guy has the Thanos Infinity Gauntlet for the Chargers. That it's kind of funny because they have no rings right now. But it's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if you guys go crazy dressing up for the 49ers, but yeah, maybe, we talk about us being passionate football fans because we're talking on the internet, but these guys actually go out of their way and become the team. I don't know if you guys know what I mean. All right, the pick is in. Let's see who they're going to be drafting. Should be coming out right about now. I see him walking, so we'll see who we'll see what Jim Harbaugh and them did. Joe Alt. Honestly, I don't really know much about him. This is where it gets a little fuzzy for me. But offensive lineman always could use help. That's pretty good right there. They have a great guy, Rashawn Slater. So beef up the offensive line, give Justin Herbert more protection. That's good right there because he can't take a little bit of a beating. So we'll see that. Oh, the Bengals. I forgot about the Bengals. They T Higgins and Hendrickson wants to get traded. So we'll see what they do in the draft. But big fan of T, big time. Hendrickson, he's one of the few players that plays with just his hands, not his gloves. That's pretty cool right there. So Joe Alt. That is the man right there. Next pick is gonna be the New York Giants. Oh, they need a lot of stuff. They probably need a quarterback. I think they need receivers too. Let me see. I think defensively they're kind of okay-ish. I mean, it could be better, but we'll just say that that they go with someone on offense big time for the New York Giants. So offensive tackle, that was a little bit out of a win right. I thought they would draft another receiver. Oh, John Alt. Wow, so his dad played in the NFL too. Wow, that's crazy right there. That is what a small world we live about this. I talked about this in previous podcasts or episode videos, but Brendan Rice and also Frank Gore. We'll see if the 49ers pick him up in the second round tomorrow or second and third round. We'll see if that happens. That'd be pretty cool right there. But if it happens, that's fantastic. If not, then definitely wish them the best of luck. But hey, we can get one of those guys. Maybe Brendan Rice. Maybe if the contract situation with Brandon Ayuk and Debo Samuel get kind of ugly eventually, maybe they can find Brendan Rice. That'd be pretty cool right there. Hopefully he has goat. Uh, what is it called? Intangibles like his dad. That'd be awesome right there. Unfortunate that I was not alive for the 49ers in the 80s with Joe Montana and Jerry Rice and Ronnie Lott. I wish I was alive to see those good times with the 49ers. I mean, we're having okay times. I mean, I wish it was better in terms of winning Super Bowls, but winning Super Bowls was a standard at that time. And winning there is one thing, but winning it all is would be just an awesome feeling for us 49er fans because we've been burnt twice, or I should say, three times right now. We lost three Super Bowls in a row. I mean, we coming from 5 to 3 losses. That is just awful right there. The Giants have already made their pick. Let's see who they get. Alt 2 sacks allowed. Wow, that's good. Hopefully, he does good things for the Chargers and Jim Harbaugh. My apologies there for yawning. It is getting a little late for me because if you're new to the live stream, if you haven't heard me earlier, got to work at 2 in the morning Eastern time, so not too much sleep, but anything for the NFL draft. But definitely will not be staying up until 31st overall pick. That is a little too long for me. I got to remember next year to ask off for Friday, so I could have the whole time to watch with you guys the NFL draft. Let's see what's going on right now. Doing some more talk. I have the volume really low right now. I can't really hear what they're saying. I'm just hearing who they're drafting because copyright issues, right? Let me see. The Raiders got the 13th overall pick. Who else is on the draft order? New Orleans Saints. By the way, let's see who the 49ers are playing this year. I believe we play the NFC North and the AFC somebody. Let's see. AFC East. Who we got? Who do we got? Where is our schedule? There it is. Okay, so we got a division. We play the NFC North, the Lions again. We play them at home. That's probably gonna be a Sunday night game right there. The Bears, Caleb Williams. We play Jordan Love again. Play the Vikings without Kirk Cousins. We play the Cowboys again. Yay! Are we all excited for that one? That one's probably gonna be another Sunday night football matchup or a Monday night at least. Tampa. We'll see how they do without Dave Canellis. He's currently with here in Charlotte with the Carolina Panthers. AFC East, we play the Patriots, Drake May. Wow, we're playing with most of the top draft picks this year, except Jaden Daniels. The Jets, we play Robert Sala. That'd be fun right there. The Bills, that's gonna be epic right there. Mike McDaniel, Miami Dolphins, definitely rooting for him. And the Giants are picking right now, and Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl rematch, right? Game Boy Sleepy. Yep. You have a good one, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you coming along as always, man. Hope to see you in another video. Yep. Best of luck, man. All right, let's see. Malik Neighbors, that's Daniels' receiver. There you go. Go with the receiver. That's good right there. All right, gonna stay up a little bit more for a few more draft picks, and then I'll probably call it a night, you guys. Let's see. Let's see, neighbors. Set LSU record for receiving yards. Man, that's a factory school of great players right there. LSU for NFL from the history. Let's see, did not start playing football until freshman year of high school. Wow, that's pretty impressive right there. You usually start when you're in Pop Warner football, but let's see, 6'0", 199 pounds. A pretty speedy guy looks like. Uh, But best of luck to him too. We'll see if he lives up to the hype. We hope all these players live up to the hype with their top draft pick. I mean, first round pick, you always want to find great players. But hey, if anything, the 49ers, you can learn that you don't need to be the top draft pick in order to be be a great player in the NFL. As long as you find great players anyway, doesn't matter at all. Let's see, let SEC in receptions in back-to-back seasons. That's good right there. Good for him. Let's see. Looking at the 49ers coaching staff right now, pretty good one. Offensive coaches. I don't know, just going over the 49ers, getting a quick preview for the upcoming year. Got Brian Greasy, quarterbacks coach, big difference maker for the 49ers in general. Jimmy Garoppolo played pretty good under him. Brock Purdy's been playing fantastic under Greasy. It's always nice to have somebody that actually played the position and being able to share his knowledge and how he approaches the game as a quarterback like him. So that's great to have him. He's been a big difference maker, I believe, for the quarterbacks for the 49ers. I'm glad that he's with us in San Francisco as the quarterbacks coach and getting off the analyst, because I believe he was an analyst before he came back to coaching or coming to coaching for the first time with the 49ers. Let's see, Clay Kubiak, Gary Kubiak's son. Bobby Charter, big difference maker as well. Fantastic running backs coach. He's been coaching for the Shanahans for a very, very long time. So love that big time. Chris Forrester, he's kind of like the offensive coordinator essentially. Every time there's a coordinator press conference, it's usually last year was Steve Wilkes, and it was Wade Forster as the offensive guy that they look forward to for the assistant coaches. He's a very knowledgeable guy. If you watch any of his press conferences, like he goes on long stories about football in general. So very cool to hear him. Nick Sorensen, defensive coordinator, first timer. Chris Kurseric, defensive line, he's been around for a very long time. Johnny Holland as well, linebackers. Daniel Bullocks, he was in the running for D coordinator, defensive backs coach. KJ Wright, former Seahawk player, coming as assistant linebackers and defensive quality coach. Very, very good pickup, very valuable for both Fred Warner, Dre Greenlaw, Anakin Fowles, all those guys. Brian Schneider, he was from Seattle as well before he came to San Francisco. Who else? I think that's the big listings right there so far. Tennessee has a little bit more. All right, we got a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Detroit, man. I gotta take a trip there one day. The pick is in. Let's see who Tennessee is going to be picking with the top pick. If you're still with me, appreciate you. If you're just joining me, welcome. Always nice to have you guys. Uh, if you're a long time subscriber, you definitely know who you are. I know who you are as well. Always appreciate you guys checking out my channel for a very long time. If you're a new subscriber, always welcome as well. You guys, it's never too late to join the channel, right? Always hoping to never do any upsells on you guys. I know I'm not the biggest channel yet, but at the same time, I know a lot of big YouTubers. They always try to upsell you on things and stuff like that. But hopefully not. Hopefully, I can stay true to myself as much as possible. Be a real guy, but also be nice as well. You know, I try to be optimistic in terms of life and about the 40 hours too. But at the same time, you got to be a realist and try my best to do that for the community as well. Let's see. There's American Idol. I didn't even know American Idol was still a thing. But it's not the same without Simon Cowell. It's not the same as saying, you are the worst singer in America. You guys ever watch the old American Idol with Simon? Man, he was a savage back then. Even if I believe he's in America's Got Talent right now. It's not the same. He's a little bit nicer. Let's see. If you're John Lynch, at Echo Sky, what would you pick a draft? Uh, well, actually, I mean, I haven't looked too much in the offensive lineman. I mean, I know that's a big need. I'd say like right tackle is a big need. I mean, who's it? McKivitz is on the right side. Hopefully somebody good for him. I mean, that's what I've been stressing this whole off. And even cornerback too. They've ignored that as well. I mean, Mooney Ward was the only guy that they'd gotten that was noteworthy during the free offseason the past few years, but they haven't really found a way to get somebody like a shutdown guy. It's a little bit disappointing right there, but we'll see. We'll see what they have. But I mean, we have Talano who fucking coming back. Jair Brown, he's there for another year. Gibson, I don't know if he'll be back with the 49ers, but still think he's a free agent right now. But he was very invaluable to the 49ers. He was a great guy to have, veteran guy, make big plays. I'm still pretty pissed about the Cleveland game where you got a penalty, even though that was a clean tackle. If you guys don't remember that near the end of the game, that was pretty stupid right there. But hey, what can you do, right? Let's see. Uh, Jawan Jennings, I think he got a contract signing with the 49ers for another year. Always great to have him. You guys know how he is. All right, the draft is back. Let's see who they're going to be getting with the pick. Yep, Jordan Morgan. I've heard of him. Yep, and Frazier too. But Jordan's the guy I've been hearing a lot for us in the mock drafts and stuff like that the past few weeks. All right, let's see who they're going to be picking. Uh, who is this? Tennessee. Tennessee. Definitely not a quarterback. They got what do they got? They got what's his name? Will Levis. There you go. Will Levis. Let me see. Maybe a receiver because ever since AJ Brown got traded, they really haven't found another guy. They did draft his replacement, but he hasn't been playing well for them. But we'll see who they get. There you go. Three quarterbacks in a row. Let's see. Titans need a left tackle, edge rusher, quarterback, and center slash guard. So offensive lineman. Yep, that makes sense. Let's see. It's funny. Nobody's drafted a defensive player yet. Not yet. Let's see who they're gonna get. Yeah, JC Latham from Alabama. Oh, Nick Saban, that's your guy right there. Yay. We got a few more picks, maybe top 10, and I might have to call it a night, you guys. I might have to tap out to get ready to go to work, right? Ugh. That's not fun right there. Oh wow, speaking of AJ Brown, he just got a 3-year, $96 million just be St. Brown now for the highest paid receiver. Good for him. Good for him. Although he does have temper issues sometimes, but hey, every receiver has temper issues, right? Let's see. Next up, Atlanta. They don't need a quarterback because they just got first Cousins, and I always feel with Kirk Cousins, like the Falcons are kind of considered just being really good, not fantastic, but just good. Because I'm just not a big Kirk Cousins fan, honestly. I don't know how you guys feel about him, but I am not somebody that loves Kirk Cousins. Yeah, I remember there was rumors a long time ago that the Kyle Shanahan wanted Cousins. I'm glad they never went with him because I don't know. He's kind of like Jimmy Garoppolo, but he would have been super duper expensive. I mean, whoever his agent is making a lot of money. I'll tell you that, making a ton of money. Let's see, J.C. Latham. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, what a perfect guy to analyze his player than Nick Saban in Alabama. Dallas Cowboys has the 24th overall pick. Dun 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 dun. Atlanta's number 8. Love me some Atlanta as a city. I know a lot of people hate the city because of traffic, but hey, a lot of times I go to Atlanta, uh, It's pretty chill, pretty chill. Not gonna lie to you. It's nice to get out of Charlotte, drive 4 hours, or even fly there. I mean, I had a layover in Atlanta. They had to go to Denver for April, and it's cool. I mean, if you didn't know, Atlanta Airport is the busiest airport in the world, which is insane right there. I mean, you would think like Dallas or Los Angeles or New York, but Atlanta's number one. That's insane right there. Mm. That's his father, man, his dad's young. Wow, Mr. Latham's father, JC Latham's father. All right, Atlanta. Who are they gonna pick? Who are they gonna pick? Somebody on defense, I believe. Finally, for once. Let's see, Kevin Gibbons, George Odim. Yeah, very important. Let's see, Echo. Let's see. I never thought about Jimmy G. His agent after 4 years gave Garoppolo a huge bag of cash back then. That's true, but hey, he played most of his contract, so I'll give him I'll give him that. We had a Super Bowl appearance, which is crazy to think of after that. But uh, I'm happy to have Mr. Brock Purdy, handsome Brock Purdy as our quarterback now. All right, this is who is Atlanta's going to pick with the eighth overall pick. The eighth pick. Who they gonna pick? Who they gonna pick? Who they gonna pick? The last pick before I call it a night will probably be the New York Jets with the 10th pick overall. Isn't that perfect to end it with Robert Sala? D'Amico Ryan in the Texas, they don't have a first round pick because I think they traded it away to Minnesota. Yep, they need edge rusher, cornerback help, so I believe they'll get somebody on defense. They got a lot of They got Drake London. They got Kyle Pitts. They got Bijan Robinson. I mean, that's good targets for Kirk to go after for his weapons. But we'll see what Atlanta picks eighth overall. My apologies. Ugh. Defense. See what they're picking. Wow. Wow. Why would they do that? That is weird. That is weird. Why would they draft a quarterback if they have Kirk Cousins, first Cousins? That is a shocker right there to say the least. I mean, Michael Penix is a first rounder. It's just that I don't know if that's the right team to go to. I mean, but I guess they uh, want to mature him for a few years before they start him. But still, I mean, I don't know. That is kind of a bomb shot after the Falcons just paid Kirk Cousins a lot of money. Let's just say a lot of money. Wow, that is wow. Let me see. But we'll see if that works out. I don't know. It's just kind of weird that with Kirk Cousins, I know he does. It was like a 2 year deal, but if they want to go for the future, I mean, at least they didn't have to trade up a lot of draft picks in order to get Penix like the 49ers did. Yeah, Echo Sky, I agree with you. They just drafted a quarterback, and they didn't get Kirk Cousins. It make total sense, but they have Kirk Cousins because I still think they have other needs too, especially on defense. But Chicago, they are picking. Yes, they are actually picking the number ninth pick. I thought they were going to trade down or something like that to get extra picks, but they're going to keep their original pick, which is the ninth pick. And as you know, the first overall pick was from Carolina, which they were very trashy last year, to say the least. And they fired Frank Reich after like 10 or 11 games. Yeah, the Falcons drafted a quarterback. Yep. Wow, that is a lot of people in Detroit, in the city of Detroit. A lot of fun right there. A lot of fun. But I don't know if I want to deal with that many people. Let's see, Echo Sky. That draft courtesy of the blasphemy. But we'll see. Hey, it might work out. It might work out better than our boy Trey Lance. I know. I don't mean to take unintentional shots at Mr. Lance, but at the same time, they're doing the same kind of succession planning. Trying to think long term. Maybe Kirk can carry the team, but Kirk's not really known to carry a football franchise during his time in both Minnesota and in Washington. He's good when everything goes great, but when the adversity hits, he's okay, just okay. So we'll see what happens next. With the ninth overall pick. All right, so Bo Nix is the only quarterback that hasn't been taken that's a top prospect for a quarterback. So we'll see if he gets taken later on. But I thought Michael Penix was going to be later on too from Washington. All right, Chicago, who are they going to pick? Caleb some extra help, or they're going to go big on defense? Actually, the Bears' defense is really, really good. When Eberflus, I think that's how you say the name, he's the head coach of the Bears. When they when the defensive coordinator last year, early in the season in 2023, got uh, got cut for whatever reason. Eberflus took over the play calling for defense, and they were really good. They were like a top five defense last year. So, but really, I try to give them some extra either offensive weapons or some extra protection because offensive line is very important. Let's see. Let's see who Detroit's picking. Unuze, wide receiver. Give Caleb Williams a little bit of help. That's good right there. That's good. Always got to give help to your quarterback. Give him some extra studs. All right, so last pick, probably for me. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I know I couldn't stay up until the last pick for the 49ers, but let's see what Robert Saleh and company do for the 10th overall pick. I think I think they're gonna go offense. I think they need a little bit of help on offense, big time, especially that offensive line. Hey, offensive line's always a need for everybody. You got to win in the trenches, always. Got to win the trenches. But the 49ers, they take that a little too seriously with the defensive linemen that they always pick up or they always draft. But hey, if they believe that's going to make them win the Super Bowl, I don't blame them at all. But you got to have a good offensive lineman. Let's see. Let's see, Echo Sky. Belichick is on the Pat McAfee show. Not surprising at all. I mean, McAfee got Vince McMahon. I don't know how you guys feel about him, but hey, at that time he got Vince McMahon in the interview. He even got Brock Lesnar. Yeah, I know of all people, two of the all peoples in today's world, but he got both of them to interview a few years ago. So I mean, if he could get them, then he could definitely get Belichick too. And as I said, Belichick's going to be on the analyst show for Peyton and Eli Manning when they do the Monday Night Football. So that should be a lot of fun right there. The Jets are going to do. But hey, it's good for Belichick to take a break in 2024 to see who's in and out of the rosters for all the teams. And when next year when the inevitable happens, when Black Monday happens and the coaches get fired, he can find his next coaching gig if he wants to coach again, which I think he wants to coach again. I believe he's not done coaching football, even though he's pretty up there in age right now. And, as we all know, Father Time is undefeated, whether you're a player, a coach, or a human being in general. Father Time is undefeated. I think about Rome, the Roman Empire. That kind of sailed over my head. His name, Rome, like Rome, like Rome, Italy, out of the Roman Empire. I'm so stupid. Swapping picks. So Minnesota's gonna be picking. All right, let's see what happens there. It's a trade right there, which is kind of unusual, but we'll see what they do. So I guess I can stay up until the New York Jets pick number 11. I mean, it's just a one team swap, which is kind of unusual right there. But it happens. We did that with the Bears a few years ago, with Solomon Thomas and Mitch Trubisky. So it didn't work out for either team, but I believe it worked out for the 49ers more because they were able to get Fred Warner, which is good right there. Eventually. All right. Number 10 overall, Minnesota. Who are you picking? Are you picking Bo Nix potentially? I mean, they got Sam Darnold. I don't think believe in Darnold big time, but we'll see. Check phone in the updates. All right. La, 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 la. I had my camera before. This is on my MacBook right now. I mean, I think it's kind of decent quality, but I did have my webcam. I don't know where it went, so maybe I gotta get another one or it's somewhere around. Hey, Gronkowski! But I don't know if you guys like the face cam more. Oh, let's see. Echo Scott. If the Raiders made a bad reach, I would Hey man, what's with the Raider hate, man? What's with the Raider hate? But hey, we're 49er fans. And we should hate the Raiders as much because they're not in Oakland anymore. They're in Las Vegas. And I believe the Oakland's gonna lose the A's to the Las Vegas as well. So Oakland's not gonna have any team. And technically the Warriors not even in Oakland anymore. They're in San Francisco. That is just the big bummer for any fans in Oakland. In California. No sports teams anymore. All right, so we're at number 10 right now. Hopefully they make the pick quickly and then go to the 11th pick overall, and I'll probably have to call it a night right here. So yeah, echo all you guys on this. Appreciate you guys showing up big time, staying with me for almost an hour and a half. That's crazy, an hour and a half doing this. It's a lot of fun. Um, Hopefully to keep my channel growing, and then maybe next year we can get a lot more people in live stream. Just have a lot of fun because it's always fun doing this. Always fun making content about the 49ers or football in general. Gotta keep the schedule up. I know some of you guys will be like, oh man, where's the videos out? I need some videos, or you want some videos. You don't need the videos from me, but I'm pretty sure some of you guys would like to have videos out. So I'll try to be better at that. Try to have a schedule out. Maybe try to upload at least twice or three times a week for you guys about the 49ers any day of the week. And always with the podcast Blue, a lot of fun there. We might try to have some travel videos and travel content out on there on Chung and Lu. So that's future plans right there. And more traveling. More traveling. Let's see. Commercial time right now. Come on. We're almost we're almost there. We're almost there. All right. Let's see what's up right there. It's almost there. It's almost there. Ba 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 ba. Let's see. Ex-Patriots coach shares thought on taking quarterback number 3. Drake compares himself to Josh Allen. I'll say that's true or not. I don't know. Let's see, it's tough to deal with the Raiders. Yep, I could agree. I mean, honestly, they should have moved to Los Angeles. I think that would have been more interesting than the Rams because Los Angeles is definitely either a 49er, which is kind of weird in San Francisco, or Raider Town. I will say there's a lot of Raider fans in Los Angeles. Oh, it's very nice over there. All right, let's see the Vikings. Not really much. 6th round pick. They're just swapping picks essentially. But maybe the Vikings want somebody so badly. Maybe it's Bo Nix. We'll see. But gotta keep going. If it's not a quarterback, then I guess they believe in Sam Darnold that much, or they're gonna get somebody later on in the middle rounds. Sorry if I'm being really quiet right now. The pick, just seeing who they're drafting right now. All right. Oh, we got a family announcing a draft pick. That's always fun, right there. Okay. All right, that's nice. The Ewing family. Oh, that's always nice when they let people announce draft picks, especially in the 1st round. Let's see who they're gonna be drafting. Oh, JJ McCartney. Wow, I forgot. Jim Harbaugh guy. Wow. That should be fun right there. Michigan, right down the road. Wow, watching with his family. That's always fun too. I mean, it's always a good balance on where they want to be in in the draft room or at home. It's always fun to be at home though. All right, we're gonna do one more pick, and I'm gonna call it a night here for me because it's getting kind of late right now for me in the Eastern time. I know some of you guys are in California time, but hey, it's about 9:30. I only got a few hours of sleep before working time. Yeah, always fun, right? Wow, JJ McCartney from Illinois went to Michigan. The draft was in Detroit. Now going, not I guess not too far from Minnesota in terms of traveling. I know. I saw Echo Sky up and JJ to Minnesota. I honestly thought he was gonna be like a 2nd or 3rd round pick. I didn't know he was gonna be a top draft pick. But the Vikings believe in him, and the Vikings always going through quarterbacks too. I mean, I forget about that, but we'll see if he could be the big difference maker. Jim Harbaugh's not going to be there for him, but I feel like Michigan they run a pro style offense with Jim, so hopefully it's an easier transition to the NFL. And I mean, they got the stud Justin Jefferson. Always nice. They got is it Addison? I believe. I mean, they gave us a lot of trouble in that Monday night game. The Jets pick is in. They already know who they're drafting. Let's just go with an offensive lineman or a receiver because that's who everybody wants to draft. Either those two or a quarterback. I don't think a defensive lineman has been picked yet, or a defensive player in general. All right, let's see. One more pick, the New York Jets, Robert Saleh and company. I think this might be his last year. He has to at least make the playoffs in order to keep his job. If they don't make the playoffs, I believe that the New York Jets will let Robert go. And we can bring him back to San Francisco, right? I'll take him any day of the week. That would be also a big circle of life to take a pit stop in the New York Jets and come back to the 49ers as the defensive coordinator. But I think he wants to be a head coach again. So hopefully he has a good year in New York. Best of luck to him. We do play him this year. Wow, already five quarterbacks. Man, I hope they all pan out pretty well, but I'm pretty sure one of them's not going to pan out. It always happens. Everybody's going to be uh, like 2004 with Ben Roethlisberger, Philip Rivers, and Eli Manning. But I don't know if Caleb Williams is worth the hype. We'll see. I mean, uh, he is number one pick, but is he that good? We'll see. Oh no, New York Jets. Oh no. Let's see, offensive tackle, wide receiver, tight end, and linebacker. I mean, quarterback too. The future. I mean, honestly, they could have drafted Michael Penix and called it a day. Let's see, Echo Sky. You miss Robert Sala? Yes, yes, I do. I miss him big time too. I miss him in San Francisco. But hey, we've had D'Amico Ryan's with us for 2 years. Definitely appreciate him. Steve Wilkes should have worked out, but unfortunately did not. I wish it would have worked out, but hey, it is what it is, right? Best of luck to Steve, wherever he's doing. I don't think he has a job right now, but wherever he goes, wish him the best. Loved him in Carolina, but in San Francisco just didn't work out. And it's kind of find out hard reasons why. Some of it was on Kyle, some of it was on him. Just was pretty ugly, I would say, and doesn't really get talked about too much if you're not a 49er fan. All right, last pick for me, 11th pick overall, and then I'm gonna be calling it a night, you guys. So we'll see what the New York Jets and who they pick. Nua Fashion, I can't really say offensive tackle, another offensive lineman. Yay! Defensive players, no love, right, for the top 11 picks right now. I believe that's all offensive players. Yeah, interesting there. Denver, they could be going for Bo Nix. I'm gonna end the stream right here, but I'll just assume they take a quarterback because they need a quarterback too. Man, they've been missing out since Peyton Manning retired in 2015, and they're still missing out almost 10 years later. But yeah, it's pretty much it, you guys. Appreciate you guys on the stream joining me. Hoping to do this again next year. Hopefully the whole time for the whole first round. And yeah, I hope to catch you guys up this week when I talk about our top draft pick in the first round tomorrow. Definitely. So see you guys later. Appreciate you guys. Much love to you guys, and I'll catch you guys up later. You guys have a good night.